Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Hello everybody, welcome to the analysis from the ForexPeaceArmy.com dedicated to the Forex market. We will continue to discuss the situation on the euro currency. Well, as you know, in the two previous researches we said that overall context on the daily time frame is bearish, mostly based by the solid pattern that has appeared on the weekly time frame, with the minimum target is around 129.50. And probably this target will be reached by the market. Still, yesterday we have need the possibility to enter on the short side of the market, and we suggested that since this is the solid area of support, this in fact the confluence support, the two different fib levels, support fib levels coincide in the same area. Here I have drawn only the one of them. This is 3/8 support from the whole swing from that low to that high. Okay. Also here stands another one, 6/1/8 support from that low to that high. And we said that since this is the solid area of support, probably market could show some retracement to the upside, maybe to the weekly pivot point. This orange line is 132.90 pivot point, weekly pivot point for the coming week, so for current week. And this is 3/8 resistance, and we could use it for the enter on the short side of the market. So you could see that market, although has respected that area by this small retracement, it hasn't quite reached even 3/8 resistance of the swing. That is the sign of the weakness of the market, the weakness of the euro. Since market hasn't quite reached even 3/8 resistance after right from the daily confluence support, that is really solid strength of the bears that indicates by this fact. You can see market just break this level to the downside and now stands somewhere around the weekly pivot support one. It's 130.94. It's right here. Trend holds bearish, and overall context is bearish, and the fact that market has broken this level without any significant respect tells that the bearish strength of the market is really solid, and probably market will continue move to the downside in the medium term, with the minimum targets around 6/18 support of the whole swing to the upside. Speaking about another pattern that could be found here is some kind of the broadening triangle. It's a bit wide and extended in the time. You can see that if you will draw these trend lines, you will see this could be some kind of the broadening triangle, and the lower border of this triangle stands even below the 6/18 support of this swing to the upside. So probably market could reach it. Daily trend holds bearish, strongly bearish. Market is not at oversold currently on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, it's not much to comment, just a couple of things. Here you can see, by the way, how market behaves around our former daily confluence support. So you can see that market has touched it, trying to start some retracement, and yesterday's just plunged to the downside. So here is a couple of moments. You can see that 4-hour time frame has turned to the bullish side. Market now stands also at 1.618 extension of the previous retracement from that low to that high. So here is some kind of support, also that is weekly pivot support one. You can see that price action just shifted to the upside. So if market will close below the 131.90 area, that could lead to the stop grabber pattern on the 4-hour time frame, and that could lead to further continuation to the downside. In fact, currently we do not have any patterns, at least I do not see any patterns on the euro, and all that we could do is just trading the trend. Well, that's why today research will dedicate particularly to the possibility to trade the trend on the market. Since 4-hour time frame has turned on the bullish side, this suggests some kind of the deeper retracement to the upside until market will not close below this level. If this will happen by this candle, but nearest 4 hours. This will lead to the stop grabber pattern on the 4-hour time frame, and probably this even could lead not only taken out of this lull, but even to the continuation to the downside. On the hourly time frame, I marked this confluence areas of resistances just because if I will draw all fib levels from these reactions, chart will be very blurry and it will be difficult to read it. So here we have two confluence resistances areas on the hourly time frame. First one is around 131.90 area, it's right here. The second one is a bit higher, that includes also 3/8 resistance of the whole swing to the downside, stands 132.44, 132.50 area, it's right here. Now you can see that hourly time frame trend holds bullish, and this multiple bullish divergence with the MACD indicator that you can see. Well, how we trade the trend? You can see that hourly trend holds bullish while daily trend holds bearish. To enter on the short side of the market, we need the reaching of some significant area of resistance. Probably this could be the nearest area of fib resistance, confluence resistance on the hourly time frame. Then we should watch for how market will behave here. If market will pull back to the downside from that level and will shift the hourly trend on the bearish side, it's right here. For instance, market hit it and starting to move down, and trend by MACD on the hourly time frame will shift bearish. You can drop your time frame and use some shallow retracement of this new move to the downside to enter on the short side of the market, with the stops probably above this confluence resistance, because market now stands not at a result. Market doesn't have any barriers to continue move to the downside, because market now has passed through the confluence resistance area, confluence support area on the daily time frame. So there's no barriers from the down just below the market to continue move to the next destination target is around 129.50 area. That's why we could use the nearest retracement level to enter on the short side of the market. But we could do that only when the all trends holds on the bearish side. Now you can see that this is not the case, because 4-hour time frame is trying to shift on the bullish side, and hourly time frame already stands on the bullish side. So you need the reaching of some significant area of resistance, and then pull back from that level and shifting of the trend in the same direction as the daily one. After that, you could try to enter on the short side of the market, because here I do not see any significant patterns, just some kind of the parallel channel that moving to the downside that could be used for the potential trading. If market will break that level, then probably it's obviously that hourly trend will shift on the bearish side. In this case, you should do nothing, just wait for the another possibility until the daily trend holds bearish. That could come from the next level, from that level probably. Well, something like that. This is how particularly we could trade the trend. If market will show some patterns that could be traded on the intraday charts, well, that will be nice. You could try to do that, but currently, again, I do not see them. Well, that's been said. In general, the bearish trend on the daily time frame holds strong. I think that market probably should reach the 129.50 area. But still, now there is some lack of some clear directional patterns that could be used for the entering. So all that we could do currently is trying to trade the trend direction.